Kepada para mahasiswa yang merindukan kejayaan, kepada rakyat yang kebingungan di persimpangan jalan, kepada pewaris peradaban yang telah menggoreskan sebuah catatan kebanggaan di lembar sejarah manusia. Wahai kalian yang rindu kemenangan, wahai kalian yang turun ke jalan demi mempersembahkan jiwa dan raga untuk negeri tercinta. Wahai kalian yang rindu kemenangan, wahai kalian yang turun ke jalan demi mempersembahkan jiwa dan raga untuk negeri tercinta.
Baik, masih bersama saya akan mewawancarai seorang narasumber dari Universitas 17 Agustus. Baik, boleh berkenalan dulu Mas, namanya siapa Mas?
Saya
Dari fakultas mana Mas?
dari fakultas.
Apakah saya boleh menceritakan tentang Karapel itu Mas?
Iya,
Kalau boleh tahu Karapel itu dari mana Mas?
beliau berasal dari Belanda dan dari Universitas Amsterdam.
Kalau boleh tahu itu bukunya itu tentang apa ya Mas?
Kalau tidak salah, dia membuat buku yang berjudul In Leading Thought, The Studio Farmer dan The Landscape Right.
Itu bukunya itu isinya tentang apa Mas?
Berisi teori-teori yang salah satu teorinya berisi tentang istilah negara. Beliau berkata istilah negara dipakai dalam arti penguasa untuk menyatakan kata orang-orang yang melakukan kekuasaan tertinggi atas persekutuan rakyat yang bertempat tinggal dan suatu daerah.
Baik, setelah wawancara yang pertama selesai, kita akan mewawancarai orang yang kedua dari narasumber yang sama dari Universitas 17 Agustus. Pak, boleh berkenalan dulu namanya siapa Pak?
Nama saya Anissa dari Angkatan 2021 Surabaya.
Kalau boleh tahu dari fakultas apa?
Dari Fakultas Ilmu.
Apakah saya boleh mewawancarai tentang Karapel dulu?
Boleh.
Kalau tahu Mbak, Karapel dulu itu siapa Mbak?
Kalau nggak salah Angkatan itu salah satu tokoh dari proses. Jadi beliau profesor di Universitas Amsterdam yang diciptakan untuk Inlander Privat Hexnet Translate.
Berarti Mbaknya sudah pernah membaca bukunya?
Sudah sedikit.
Kalau boleh tahu teori yang ada di buku itu boleh sebutin satu aja Mbak?
Yang saya ketahui beliau itu menyebutkan negara itu adalah salah satu singkatan yang dipakai oleh para negara di sana untuk penguasa yang mempersekutukan rakyat di Jawa.
Baik, terima kasih atas jawaban. Baik, masih bersama saya akan mewawancarai seorang narasumber dari Universitas 17 Agustus. Mas, apakah saya boleh wawancara ya Mas?
Iya,
Perkenalkan dulu ya Mas ya, namanya siapa Mas?
nama saya Ilham.
Dan fakultas mana Mas?
Fakultas Ilmu.
Apakah Anda tahu tentang Karapel itu Mas?
Iya, saya tahu.
Karapel itu siapa Mas?
Karapel adalah seorang pemimpin dari Belanda.
Pak, Anda pernah tahu mendengar itu Mas, bukunya?
Iya, saya tahu.
Judulnya apa Mas?
Judulnya Inleiding terstudi Farnet Nederlands.
Pak boleh tahu itu dari yang mana?
Teori tentang hukum, tentang hukum yang menghubungkan manusia dalam kehidupan masyarakat. Hukum bertujuan untuk mengatur tingkah laku serta pergaulan manusia dan bertujuan untuk mencapai perdamaian.
Kita itu aja mas yang akan kita itu Pak Alberto mas.
Iya, itu aja.
Terima kasih ya mas.
Ya, sama-sama.
Baik, terima kasih. Baik, masih bersama saya akan wawancarai dari seorang narasumber dari Universitas 17 Agustus 1945 Surabaya. Baik mas, terima kasih berwawancara Anda. Sebelumnya boleh berkenalan dulu, mas namanya siapa mas?
Nama saya Cecari Mukhtar. Saya angkatan 2022 Fakultas Hukum Untak Surabaya.
Apa yang Anda ketahui tentang Lambertus van Apeldoorn?
Lambertus van Apeldoorn itu merupakan seorang filsuf negara yang dimana pemikirannya itu tidak hanya sebuah tentang negara, tetapi beliau tentang negara-negara hukum. Beliau itu kalau nggak salah itu termasuk di salah satu universitas yaitu Universitas Amsterdam, dan dia itu lahir tanggal 13 Desember 1886. Beliau juga membuat karangan buku yang berjudul Inleiding the Studel van het Nederlands, dan salah satu tokoh hukum Belanda yang pernah menciptakan suatu buku yang berjudul Studel van Nederland, dan beliau adalah profesor dari sejarah hukumnya dan pengantar ilmu hukum di salah satu Universitas Amsterdam, yang dimana pengantar ilmu hukum itu sendiri yang sudah diajarkan dalam beberapa universitas-universitas di Indonesia. Itu aja sih yang saya tahu.
Baik, terima kasih ya mas atas waktunya.
Ya, sama-sama.
Baik, bersama saya kembali dengan Muhammad Alfansyah Siregar. Saya akan mewawancarai narasumber yang kelima. Dengan Mbak siapa?
Natasha,
Oh, Mbak Natasha dari universitas mana?
dari Universitas 17 Agustus.
Jurusan apa Mbak?
Jurusan akuntansi.
Oh, Mbak kenal nggak dengan tokoh hukum Van Apeldoorn tersebut?
Iya.
Bisa jelaskan sejarah singkat tentang Van Apeldoorn tersebut?
Kalau setahu saya, dia itu adalah sarjana S1 profesor hukum dari Universitas Amsterdam.
Iya.
Beliau itu adalah tokoh hukum yang sering dikenal orang dengan teorinya. Terus teorinya dia itu tentang bahwa negara itu harus memiliki penguasa. Ia itu lahir di Belanda tanggal 13 Desember tahun 1886, dan juga beliau itu juga pernah menciptakan buku. Habis itu bukunya itu sering di pengantar ilmu hukum Belanda.
Baik, saya akan mewawancarai wawancara yang narasumber yang ke-6. Baik, saya bersama mahasiswa dari Universitas 17 Agustus. Baik, perkenalan, nama Mas siapa ya?
Nama saya Zulfa Ismun Nur Aziz,
Oh, dari fakultas apa Mas?
Fakultas Hukum,
Rumah Mas di mana kalau boleh tahu?
Bojonegoro, Jawa Timur,
Oh, semester berapa Mas?
semester 1.
Saya boleh mewawancarai Mas?
Boleh.
Nah, Mas tahu nggak sejarah singkat tentang Van Apeldoorn?
Setahu saya sih salah satu seorang tokoh hukum dari Universitas Amsterdam dari tahun 1921, dan dia lahir pada tanggal 13 Desember 1886 di LST Belanda. Beliau juga membuat karangan buku yang berjudul Inleiding the Studel van het Nederlands Rijk.
Segitu aja Mas tahu Mas?
Setahu saya segitu doang.
Oke, makasih Mas ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, my name is Muhammad Alfansyah Siregar. I am a student Untak Surabaya. I am Facultas of Law. NIM 131220059. I will talk about the topic of conversation about a legal historical figure, namely Lambertus van Apeldoorn. He was born on December 13, 1886 in the Netherlands and died on 15 August 1979 in The Hague. He is a legal figure. He is a professor of legal history and introduction to the law at the University of Amsterdam. In Amsterdam, Van Apeldoorn devoted himself entirely to the scientific work that resulted from his teaching assignment. In addition to history of Frisian law and ecclesiastical property, he started a new preference for the early modern period. Unlike most of these peers, he worked on the history of Dutch private law and Dutch jurisprudence, and his 1932 contribution to the Common Type Book of the Atheneum and University of Amsterdam 1632 and seconds in 1932 historical legal figure Lambertus van Apeldoorn. Apeldoorn attended the gymnasium in Sneek in Harvard from Holmes, where he lived at that time. He then studied law from 20 September 1906 at the University of Utrecht. After he meets master degree 7 November 1910. He settled in Leeuwarden, where he worked from 1913 as a teacher of political planning and political economy at Crystal Jelke Hubs, and at the same time was director of the City Food Company. In 1913, practiced a lawyer, was seated in 1919 office. Van Apeldoorn became chief clerk in the provincial clerk's office, from which he resigned after only 1 year to devote himself entirely to the legal profession. At the tenure on Van Apeldoorn held various social positions in the Frisian capital. Van Apeldoorn head up tonight Industricom law on November, and at the same time was director of the City Food Company. In 1913, practiced a lawyer, was seated in 1919 office. Van Apeldoorn became chief clerk in the provincial clerk's office, from which he resigned after only 1 year to devote himself entirely to the legal profession. At the tenure on Van Apeldoorn held various social positions in the Frisian capital. Van Apeldoorn head up tonight Industricom law on November 1915 in Utrecht, which the Rangers Horst Kama, professor of Encyclopedias of Ancient Dutch Jurisprudence and Law, and its story includes properties in Friesland. There are various definitions, but according to Professor Mr. Lambertus John van Apeldoorn, in his book Prof. Van Apeldoorn said that law is very difficult to make because it is impossible to enforce in accordance with the facts. That he has also written a book entitled Van Het Netherlands Rates. Thank you.
Hello everybody, introduce, my name is Arzika Majid Pratama Putra, and you can call me Zika. I study at Untak, Surabaya, and I'm in the Faculty of Law. My ID is 131220000 and 60. Here, I will talk about the law of Apeldoorn. From the definition of law that cannot be definite to the definition of the law itself. Okay, I start. Introduction. Van Apeldoorn suggests two kinds of outsiders' views of law. Number one, an educated person who is unfamiliar with the law, that the law is the same as the law, even though the law is not synonymous with the law. Number two, street people. When they hear the law, they think, of course, judge, police, and others. They see law as a living thing if you want to know the law. It is better to listen to people who are telling in court than having to read articles. Can law be definite? If we talk about the legal definition, it will be difficult for us to define the law. Naturally, law does not have a definite definition. Van Apeldoorn stated, "It is impossible to provide a legal definition because it's very difficult or impossible to make one according to reality. In general, there are two opinions. First opinions, it is impossible to have a satisfactory definition of law because law is abstract, has many facets, and has very broad horizons. Opinions of Immanuel Kant, Niemeyer, Gustav Radburs, and Walter Burkhardt. Second opinions, even though it does not satisfy the definition of law, it must still be given because for beginners who study law, there are still benefits, at least a temporary good. Legal definition. Many experts have tried to define the law itself, including number one, Professor Mr. E.M. Mayers. Are rules that contain consideration of decency, sound, be human behavior in society, and serves as guidance for rules. Number two, Leon Duguid. The rules of behavior of community member. The power of their use at a certain moment is either by the community as a guarantee of the common interest. If violated, courtesy a joint reaction against those who violate it. Number 3, Immanuel Kant. The rule of the condition under which the free will of one person can conform to that of another according to the law of liberty. Number 4, Utrecht. A set of rules that govern the order of a society and must be obeyed. So, my conclusion, the definition of law according to Van Apeldoorn, law is a social phenomenon. There is no society that does not know the law. The law becomes an aspect of culture such as religion, decency, customs, and habitat. Law is abstract in nature because it is addressed to all related subjects without designating or relating to concrete subjects, certain parties and individuals. It is not possible to provide a legal definition because it is very difficult or impossible to establish one in reality.
Hello, my name is Yogi Vikransyah. My NBI 13/12/2047. I will discuss about Van Apeldoorn. Van Apeldoorn suggests to keen of outsider view of law. 1. An educated person who is unfamiliar with the law, that the law is the same as the law, even though the law is not synonymous with the law. 2. Street people, when they hear the law, they think of court, judges, police, and others. There is law as a living thing. If you want to know the law, it is better to listen to people who are dealing in court than having to read articles. Van Apeldoorn, it is impossible to give a legal definition because it is very difficult or impossible to establish one in reality. Van Apeldoorn argues that part of the scheme of law consists of legal sociology, legal history, and legal comparison. Conclusion: Van Apeldoorn review of law can be seen from two angles, namely the ontological leg or educated but layman. The law for the ontological leg is the same as an endless series of articles as contained in the law. The main instinct, which means people on the street are mostly educated people such as handicapped drivers, traders, pedestrians, and others.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Erik Bayu Setiawan. I'm student Untak Surabaya, Fakultas of Law. Name 13122000042. I will explain the meaning of the state and the law according to Professor Mr. Dr. L.G. Van Apeldoorn. The stream state has various meaning according to Professor Mr. Dr. L.G. Van Apeldoorn in his book entitled Enlightening to the Student Van het Netherlands Rechts or Conductor of Dutch Law. That is number 1. The stream state is answered in the science of rules. To denote people or those who exercise supreme power over the community, people who live in an area. Number 2. The stream state can also mean the alliance of the people, namely to declare a nation that live in an area blows supreme power according to the same legal principles. Number 3. Countrymen a certain area. In his case, the stream country is answered to declare something the area in which it is silent national under supreme authority. Number 4. The state also excites in the sense of stature of feature. So far declare the property held by the authority for the public interest, for example in terms of country domain, state income, and so on. Will the legal term according to Professor Mr. L.G. van Appeltron in his book say that law is very difficult to make because it is impossible to hold is according to reality. But the law is a rules that connect human in social life. The law aims to regulate human behavior and association and aim to achieve peace. What is meant in the law aim to regulate peaceful association of life. Law one page is meant by protecting human legal interest, honor, independent life and property of those who harm it. Legal country theory according to Van Appeltron. According to Appeltron, legal country has two aspects that must be understood. The first aspect is regarding verbal bargain or the ability to form law that severely that area country in nature. That is, the parties seeking justice can know the law in special just before starting a case. Will the second aspect, legal country, mean legal security? Appeltron argues that legal certain is a protect for some parties urgent the arbitrage of a judge. Through the prism of positive, Appeltron also urgent that the definition of law must prohibit all except rules on and are similar to law, but the now have that nature to govern or order that come for a sovereign authority. Legal country, according to Appeltron, must be upheld regardless of the consequence, and there is no reason whatsoever not to uphold legal country because according to his paradigm, positive legal in legal country is the only law.
Bersemangat bersinergi dalam harmoni.